Thank you, everyone. Welcome to Houston Oasis. We are a compassionate community grounded in reason, celebrating the human experience. We're a 501c3 nonprofit organization, and our goal is week after week to hopefully get you to reconnect with some really great friends, make some new friends, and get some good positive energy to carry you throughout your week ahead. I'm glad, my name's Johnny Risby. I'm the secretary for the organization. It's my pleasure to be talking to you today. And to get our program started today, our guest musician is Mitch Tiffin, and he's going to tell you a little bit about himself, what he's doing in the city, and then hopefully he can get us started with some tunes. Go ahead, Mitch.
Well, first off, I'm not a performer, I'm a songwriter. There's a big difference. Performers get out there every night and make a living sitting up on stage. I get scared to death in front of every one of you. So I started doing this because I do write, and no one's ever going to hear it if I don't go out and play it for them. So getting up on stage just by yourself, I'm shaking like a leaf. So it's going to hurt me a lot more than it will you. I'm with a group called NSAI, that's Nashville Songwriters Association. I'm actually a coordinator for them. And I help other writers learn how to write, learn the craft, help them develop their music. If you want to go to Nashville and you want to go that route, we help you do that. But we're also a political organization in that we're fighting for the rights of songwriters to get paid. Right now, about 1 out of 32 songs actually gets paid. The rest of them are stolen. So if you download the music for free, that thing that they went after, the kids and the grandparents and everything, that didn't work. It was a stupid idea. Now they're going after the money. So when they find a site that is hacking the music, they basically go to the credit card companies and go to them, and they shut down the credit card so the money can't go to the site. And that's what our dues are about, is trying to get politically and everything else people to actually pay attention, because if you don't pay the songwriter, they're going to quit. And there won't be the music there for you anymore. And if you've heard country music right now, that might explain what's going on. Not that I don't like Luke Bryant and all the rest of them, but it's kind of all the same right now. Yes, ma'am?
Were you featured on This American Life?
No. Well, NSA I might have been, but I wasn't. The big dogs get to go do the big stuff. I just go do little things. But we have meetings. If you go to NSA, just Google NSAI Houston, and there's a list of our meetings and stuff. It's open to the public. If you are a writer, please come in. You can actually, we allow critiques. We do 4 or 5 in a meeting, and you do your stuff, and people give you their ideas and feedback on it. And then I also do a thing at Hop's House every 4th Sunday from 4 to 6. If you are a player but you don't get on stage, it's a good place to come out. It's a bunch of songwriters. We sit in a circle and sing songs to each other. No pressure. You screw it up, that's just normal. So, and everything I'm playing is stuff I wrote, so you can just blame me for it. This is called White Lies and Long Goodbyes.
Don't know what you were thinking. Why'd you call me when I've been drinking? Do I be sitting here alone? Before you ever picked up that phone. Now girl, I know you need a shoulder, but for me, things can't get much colder. And hearing your sweet voice on that line cuts a little deeper every time. White lies and long goodbyes haunt you till the end. Might seem important, no, you got always gonna be. If I could hang up this phone, you still won't be gone. Never thought goodbye could last this long. If I could hang up this phone, you still won't be gone. Never thought goodbye could last this long.
And as an example, since I'm a songwriter, I rewrote the third line in the chorus because I couldn't remember it. So if that didn't make sense to you, that was me covering. Now when I play out, if I play in a bar, I tell everybody if I mess up, y'all have to drink. And that's a great, it's a win-win thing because soon they don't care and they don't know. This next song's brand new and I just reworded a bunch of stuff, so I'll probably mess it up. This is, I was writing a song that wouldn't write, and you find out that when that happens, you're trying to go somewhere it shouldn't go. And songs have their own, they are going to go where they want. If you fight it, it's horrible. So I was going, and I happened to come across the obituary for my grandfather when I was going through some papers, and I read through it, and I thought, well, what would he say if I asked him the question of this song? And I went back and I wrote it in about 30 minutes. And so it's one of those ones to where it's just getting your mind in the right place, or just quit talking and listen. That's the other thing. If you just let the song do it, sometimes that's the best way. I always do this, I forget to drink. Y'all are way too quiet. Quick, somebody drink. This is another thing we do so we don't have to play. Well, you figure you got a 3-hour show. That's a lot of songs if you figure a song's about 4 minutes. But if you do all this kind of stuff, you can cut it down like 30-40%. Then you talk a little bit, get people to talk to you, buy you drinks. It's great. You can end up playing like 12 minutes. It's called Beer Man.
Said, Grandpa, can you help me wash away this pain? Pull this arrow from my heart, this needle from my vein. Cure this sweet addiction so deep inside of me. But if I let her come back, what kind of man would I be? He laughed and shook his head again and said, son, it ain't easy to be her man. 'Cause her man, he has to stand and fight, try and do what he thinks is right, even when he doesn't understand. Be there to pick up the phone after too many nights alone. When she knocks, he still lets her in. It ain't fun, but then again, son, it ain't easy to be her man. 'Cause her man, he has to give his all, even when there ain't no more. But keep an open heart and hand. Be there when she feels alone, till she learns he won't be gone. When she needs a man, the end. No, it ain't fun, but then again, son, it ain't easy to be her man. You should have seen my shot, standing there with my broken heart. when he told me to let her in. He just smiled, shook his head, said, son, if she don't care, why'd she ever come back again? But if you turn your back, you'll understand why it should be easy to be her man. 'Cause her man, he has to be her rock. Learn to listen instead of talk. Know that there ain't no master plan. 'Cause in these affairs of her heart, there ain't no good place to start, but there always will be a place to end. So son, you remember when she knocks, you gotta let her in. Hold her close, let her know you understand. It's easy to be her man. Son, when she knows you understand, it's easy to be her man. Go be her man. Be her man. Thank you, Grandpa. Thank y'all. Okay, so the conversations I'm having, his speech goes right into songwriting. I get to create my own reality any way I want it to go, anytime I want. And so we put characters into the life stories that we see around us. So that's why I can write about cheating when I don't. And, you know, if I did everything that was in my songs, I'd been in prison a long time. Because I just admitted to everything. So I warn people, I say, if you don't want to, I do things, what I call as a song interview. I'll sit down and I'll ask you to tell me about your life. You don't have to go into detail, just talk. Because in that story, I will find all kinds of song ideas. It won't really be the things that you're saying, but the way people talk when they talk about themselves is very interesting. They talk completely different than the way they do when they're talking to other people about other things. Because you know yourself so well, and you'll say the weirdest combination of words. And that's what writers look for. We're looking for hooks. We're looking for something that's being said, the same old thing you hear every day, but it sounds completely different when it's said. And that is make a good hook, because you hear it and you go, oh, I know that, but what did you just say? And then you start listening. And if I can get you to listen, then I can keep you listening. So that's the whole idea. I'm in a different tuning. It's called drop D, and I love this sound. That low bass note. And I'm going to do two different songs, and they're basically the same song, different words. And completely different times and speeds and all that.
We'll do one now, one later.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll do, you want the slow one or the fast one?
Take the fast one for the end.
All right. I haven't decided what this one's called yet. It's 1-to-1 is the working title. We were 1-to-1 in that double bed. We were tangled up, never a word we said. Lost between hello and I love you. Eye to eye and heart to heart, couldn't end what we had to start. Reaching out with nothing left to lose. And I still remember how she looked at me that day. May those cold winds of December feel so far away. I found her in my heart, and I couldn't stop giving it away. We were 1-to-1 in that double bed, she was in my arms, in my head, lips so close, there was nothing I could do. So memorize every word, never touch, and lesson learned, to turn around and give them back to her. And I still remember how she looked at me that way. Made us cold winds of December seem so far away. I found her in my heart, oh I couldn't stop giving it away. Winters they grow colder, time it has its way, making distances seem longer. I felt her slip away. I still remember how she looked at me that way. But those cold winds of December are getting closer every day. She's still in my heart, but I couldn't stop her from giving it away. She's still in my heart, but I couldn't stop her from giving it away.
Thank you. Come out here. This is my therapy, so it's a lot cheaper than paying somebody. This song is, what's funny about it, and this is what's cool about songwriting, there's only 7 chords, and we make all this stuff up out of the same stuff over and over again, so it's just how you play it. And these are the exact same chords that I did on the last song, it's just played different.
She came in like a hurricane, really tore this whole town down. She's got something you can't tame, ain't never gonna turn around. Didn't know if I had the strength, but I had to take a ride. Something told me I'd get one chance before that last goodbye. She blew my heart away, but I didn't want to be saved. My friends, they all told me, take a piece of your soul. Well, I just laughed, cause there ain't much left, they might as well take it all. You can't stop a drowning man from taking his last breath. When she finally kissed me, sure didn't feel like a kiss of death. She blew my heart away, but I didn't want to be saved. I've known trouble almost all my life. This one's trouble finally got it right. Nowadays she'll just come and go, I don't say a word. You can scream at a hurricane, it don't mean that you'll get hurt. I found out that it ain't strength that brings her back to me. She wants a little backbone, but she don't come begging please. She blew my heart away. Blew my heart away. Blew my heart away, but I didn't want to be saved. I didn't want to be saved.
Same old stuff, totally different. Do what?
Quit giving away the secrets.
Oh, it's not a secret.
Thank you so much for being here today. Another hand for Mitch Tiffin.
Thank y'all.